Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So we are gonna do a quick little get ready with me with my DJI camera. Please don't mind the wide zoom shot. My stuff is all over the place because I'm trying to pre-pack a little bit just to see if my luggage is overweight or if I need to move things around. So to start off, I'm gonna use my Gucci cushion. I have it in the shade 6. I wanna try it now just in case if I do end up liking it and I wanna buy a refill, or even if the actual liquid I don't love, I could always just take out the sponge and fill in my favorite foundation. So I actually have not tried this, so we're gonna break the seal. Hopefully the shade is gonna match me. So there's some right here and we're not gonna waste the drop, so I'm just gonna put, it actually kind of looks like my shade. There is fragrance in this. What I will say is that this Gucci cushion has actually been out for at least a year, probably just not in America, but in Australia, or I'm assuming Asia as well. I kept swatching it on my hand and it actually looked very natural, which is why I really was on the hunt to get it. I got it at David Jones, which is basically like a Australian department store, but they sell the Gucci cushion at Sephora AU as well. So I did go into Chanel to look for the clear sunglasses. Obviously that was unsuccessful, and then I ended up getting the Miu Miu sunglasses that we all love and adore. I did see a couple SLGs and there was this one gray one, because back in the day my dream was to get a gray Chanel classic flap in caviar, and it's just too expensive and there's just no way that I'm willing to pay anything more than $7,000 for a classic flap. That's just crazy. Even just saying $7,000 to me is already like low-key insane. So on a side note, this has a very like skin-like finish. They did have this card holder that had basically my perfect tone of gray champagne gold hardware, but the only thing is that it was lambskin, and I just don't want a lambskin card holder, because with card holders I use it a lot with my hands get dirty, So if that gray one was in caviar, I would have bought it like without hesitation, but the fact that it was in lambskin is what kept me from getting it. They did have this cute orange one, but you guys know that I have the Loewe Calcifer orange card holder, so I was like, okay, I don't want multiples of the same thing, so you can build this up a little bit. Moving on to the card holder. So when I did go to Chadstone, I did go into Hermès, and I obviously got my sheep sandals that you guys did see. Yeah, this actually looks so nice. Oh my goodness. I'm just gonna close the compact. We'll see how this wears, and if it wears very, very nicely in a couple hours, then I honestly might buy the refill for this. So we'll see if it oxidizes or anything like that. Also, this is my holy grail concealer. I don't know if you guys can tell, but it is so empty, like you can see through it. When you take the brush out, there is basically no product on it. I didn't bring my backup just because I wanted to use this up, and I actually already have a backup of both of these that I bought last Black Friday that have been unopened, so I finally can open them. Goodness. After I knew that I was gonna buy the sheep sandals, I was like, okay, everyone constantly talks about the Bastia coin holder or the Calvi duos, and for me, even though the Bastia are cute, I don't know, for me it's like not cute enough. I would rather put that $300 or $400 towards an actual card holder, because I use card holders way more than I do use coin holders. Even though I know that Bastia is like the #1 like entry level Hermes thing to buy, I was like $300 still could go towards something else, you know? So I'm just gonna add a little extra concealer. So I asked to see their Calvi duo. So basically I think is the Calvi duos are the ones where there's a coin pouch inside it and it's part card holder. I saw this one like green on green one on the website, which I actually thought was cute. They didn't have that one in store. They actually had quite a few Calvi card holders, like even more. Right when you asked for them, the essay that I spoke to was amazing. 100 out of 100. Recommend going to the Chadstone location and giving Teresa all her commission. So even just the ones from the drawer, she said that they had so much more in inventory. You just have to ask what color you're looking for. I didn't know exactly what I wanted, but what was interesting is that each of the Calvi duos actually have like a different leather texture, and some of them are actually more expensive or less expensive than one another. They had this limited edition one that was like, she told me that this year's collection was based on like horses. I mean, obviously Hermes is always about horses, but I forgot exactly what she said. But they had this one that was blue, and the thing that I actually did like about this is that the little cowboys had little green accents, like some of the horses had a green mane, and I actually thought the pop was really cute. However, what kept me from getting that was because the actual leather, even though it was so soft, I could just foresee the corners wearing, or even just how soft and supple the leather was. I like card holders to have more of a grain, just because I used to have a Chanel lambskin wallet and it just got so dirty and it's very hard to clean, so I was like, never again. If I'm gonna get a card holder, I need to get a grained card holder, and I decided not to get one. I was kind of back and forth, like, should I just get one to get one since I'm here? But I was like, no, we're not gonna settle, because if it was the Chanel card holder, I would have got it instantly. I don't want to just buy a card holder to buy a card holder. Like I actually want to be like obsessed with it and love it, so I decided not to get it. However, after I was perusing on the Hermes website, if I were to get a Hermes card holder in the future, and I totally would, it would be, I forgot exactly what it's called, but obviously I'll put a picture right here, and I actually think I would get it in the Rouge H color, just because you guys know me, I'm a collector. I like iconic things. Like the reason I have the mini cassette in the parakeet green isn't because like I love parakeet green necessarily, it's because it's like an iconic Bottega green color. So that's the same thing with Rouge H. I've learned recently, no joke, in the last like month or two, that Rouge H is like an iconic Hermes color. I know Amelia Leona got a Birkin in Rouge H, so it's just super iconic. So I would totally actually get that card holder with like the cute little button. I actually have always loved the button because I fell in love with it after seeing it on the Her bag. So I love that the button is monochromatic with the wallet, and the wallet just actually looks like really nice to use, whereas the Calvi Duos seem very compact. But I mean, if I put a Calvi Duo versus a Louis Vuitton pocket organizer, actually like the pocket organizer structure, like it just seems a lot more, not complicated, but just different, whereas the Calvi Duos are just like, they're practical, but it's just like you put it in and I don't know. Okay, it's a little cloudy today, so I'm actually gonna wear Toasted Teddy. I don't love this shade as much as everyone does on social media. Like I like it, but I actually like my Rose Ink Foxglove more. There are so many things that I miss because obviously I have just the makeup that I brought, and now I'm like, oh, when I get back home I'm gonna use this makeup and use this. Like I have like a list like to rotate out, because I've been using the same makeup for basically almost 2 months and I need to rotate. Also at Hermes, I did try on the chain d'encre ring. So you guys know that I have it in rose gold, and I've been seeing a lot on Reddit that people have been layering them together. If you guys were unaware, the silver one is actually a lot chunkier than the rose gold one. It is slimmer. I saw this one picture of someone have it on Reddit and it looked so good on her, like so good on her. So I wanted to give it a go, but I think my hands are just too petite and dainty that it just doesn't look good. Like even when I put it on, I was looking at it and I was telling Teresa, and I was like, I don't think this works. I think my hands are too small. And even she was like, yeah, I think it just kind of overwhelms your finger, like your hands are too petite. And I was like, no, full agree. I didn't end up getting it, but if it did work, honestly I would have thought about it, because a lot of people say that Hermes silver actually ages pretty well. Some people say that it tarnishes easily, but then other people say that it doesn't. So there's that. Also, they did have an Hermes scrunchie. They actually only had 2. There was one that I was debating between, but I didn't love it. If I loved it, I honestly would have bought it too, which is just such a waste of money, but I totally would have. Do you guys remember when Lisa posted this one picture and she had an Hermes scrunchie? I feel like that was in the beginning when she first started dating like Frederic, but they did have some, but the scrunchies just weren't cute enough for me to justify it. Oh, also what is very interesting, so on the Hermes Australia website, they have so many Pegas for sale, like so many that you could just add to cart. And then I went on the Hermes US website and they don't have any. Like it doesn't even say like out of stock or anything like that, or even just one. They literally don't even have it. I mean, at the time this video is going to be posted, I'm not sure if maybe there was a restock, but at the time when I looked, they had none. I was just so surprised, because everyone online as well on Reddit, there's like a subreddit called the Hermes game, and everyone says that it's so hard to get Pegasus or Rodeos. Like in America at least, they only give it to like certain SAs, and then those SAs offer it to their clients, whereas literally in Australia they just had a whole little mini carousel of little bag charms, and I was like, wow, that's crazy. So very interesting that there's just so much more stock in Australia than there is in LA. I mean, I guess not that interesting. LA is like, I feel like everyone has Van Cleef and everyone has Hermes stuff. And the last thing at Hermes that I was very tempted on getting was highlighter, which really quick, I did actually buy a new highlighter. Don't know why. I mean, I know why. I wanted it. I've been wanting this actually. This came out in Japan. It was a limited edition in Asia. I'm pretty sure sometime last year. And then they actually brought it to America, I think sometime last year, a couple months after that. And then I've just always wanted it. It's basically the rose gold glow. It's really pretty. The one that I brought on my trip this time is Glitz 02. It's like the old packaging, like this. So this is basically like the 3rd reformulation version of it. I really actually wanted the opal glow, but then I swatched that and I was like, wait, that's actually like not as pretty as I thought. Continuing on to highlighter, so I was tempted to get a bunch of Hermes Beauty, especially their highlighter, which was really pretty, but to be honest, I've had my Sephora cart ready to go for the last 3 months, and I've just been waiting and waiting and waiting for the VIB sale. And I didn't want to buy the Hermes highlighter just to get the Hermes highlighter, because if I actually just look at the rose gold shade, not saying that it's not pretty, but the only reason that I would be getting it was because it's Hermes. Like the compact, it's nice, but it doesn't interest me, and the actual shade to me is nothing unique. Like I'm pretty sure my Lancome palette has that rose gold shade in it, so I resisted and didn't buy any Hermes makeup. But if any of you guys have any experience with Hermes makeup, if you think it is actually worth it, I actually would be very interested in knowing that. So that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about with Hermes. Bags that I've been seeing a lot, and I mean a lot. I wish I took more pictures, but then sometimes I'm like feeling kind of stalkerish to just like take a picture of someone really quick. I don't know. But the number one bag I've actually been seeing, I don't know if I've been seeing it because this is the next bag that I want to buy, but I've actually seen so many people with the Goyard Bohème. I've seen it in white, I've seen it in gray, I've seen it in black and tan, I've seen it in green as well, and I think I saw it in yellow, but I saw gray like twice. So I was just like, okay, this insurgence of the Bohème, which is really tragic because so many of you guys have confirmed for me. So the Bohème used to be like $2,000 and a little bit. Now in October 2025, the Bohème is now $2,500, which is very, very tragic because it's basically the same price as the Diane now. Tragic. With Louis Vuitton, the last few times I was in Melbourne, I actually saw a lot, and I mean a lot, of Louis Vuitton monogram, like Neverfulls, Bichette Matisses, that I saw all the time. Actually, this time around, probably 90% of the time, if I see a Louis Vuitton bag, it's an emprunt bag. It's either black emprunt or like the Dove gray with the cream, or just all Dove gray. Like I've seen the Dove gray Neverfull totes constantly, so I thought that's really interesting. I've seen a lot of like walk emprunt bags that I've seen. Probably the most, I don't know if it's called the Ivy. I'll try to put a picture or find a picture just so you have some like visual representation. So that's for the LV bags. I saw this one Stella McCartney bag, which is obviously a bigger version of the one that I got from a stubby. Thank you so much if you're still watching my videos. And it honestly made me miss my periwinkle bag, so I definitely want to use that bag. Oh, and then during the first 2 weeks, I no joke probably saw 3, maybe 4 mini vertical cabosse totes, and I was like, okay, I missed that bag as well. So when I get home, I want to start using my mini vertical cabosse tote, and then also my Stella McCartney bag, especially the Stella one I feel like would be good for winter, and then the mini vertical cabosse tote would be good for fall. So I feel like those are the bags I'm going to use in November. I also did see 2 Louis Vuitton Diane bags, and then the treated vachetta on it just looked so good. And then I did also see a Pico belt bag as well. I saw a couple other bags, but these were the ones that like really stood out to me. It's so sad that they discontinued the Pico belt bag. Like I understand it because it's like 2 creative directors later, like the belt bag was from Phoebe Philo's era, but it really was just such a good bag. Like it's so sad like they discontinued it. Oh, for my eyes, I actually haven't been wearing that much. I actually have been rarely ever wearing mascara recently. I finally hit pan on this, which was really exciting, and then I actually hit pan on my Rose Ink blush too. This is why I'm ready to go home and change my whole makeup routine again, because I've been using, no joke, the same products for 2 months basically. In general, I've just been doing like a general just color to even out my eyelids, and then just another skin tone color just for a little more depth. And final thing before we wrap up this makeup, the Christmas animation came out, and I don't know, I don't love it as much as I normally do. So I believe this is a card holder just because you can kind of see like the button clasp. I'm assuming it closes like this. I actually really like this one. I love the pink on the inside, and you see the little Vivienne head in the center, like gold embossed, and I actually love the snowflake. That's really cute with the stamp and the globe. You can see like a little gingerbread house or a little log cabin in it. I would actually consider getting this one. I thought this was really cute. Then this key pouch, the whole reason why I love this is because Vivienne is wearing a Monterey backpack. I think that's absolutely phenomenal. And then my favorite bit also is you can see the little zipper pull tab has Vivienne's head. I think that's such a good detail. I don't know if previous Christmas animation collections have that, but this one does, and I think that's amazing. They obviously have like the card holder that's really popular with the little stamps, and then this one I thought was cute because the button clasp has the Vivienne head on it, and they're in a little canoe. I just wish the Vivienne like painting characters were actually a little bit more festive. And then this one was cute. It had like a little, what is it, like a groundhog or something in the snow, and it has a little trunk and then the snowflake as well. So those were my favorite things about the Vivienne collection. And then the last LV thing is that I saw that they had a Speedy 18. I did not know that this existed. I did not. It's in this gorgeous green leather color, except it's in ostrich, which of course means it's like crazy expensive. But I would love, because you guys know like the P9 Speedies, I think they're gorgeous. I think they're so gorgeous, and I love that they come with a little pouch, and just watching everybody have one one. It just looks so soft and supple, and everyone that owns it says it's like the softest leather ever. I would actually, because I genuinely love LV, eventually add not a P9 just because I don't think it's too big, but I would love to get a Speedy 18, like to save up for it, but not get it in an exotic. Like I would love for them to do a Speedy 18 line, but with like all the colors as well. I would even be willing to like save up just because it's like so special, and even though it's so small, like I think 5,000 to 6,000 would be my cap off for it, because a P9 is what, like $10,000 or something. But I love Louis Vuitton, obviously, like I love it. But have any of you guys seen the ostrich one in store? Is it as soft as the other ones? I haven't been wearing mascara. There's been a trend on TikTok, I've mentioned it before, that people aren't wearing mascara, and I kind of love it, because then at the end of the night when I wash my face, it's so easy, and it actually makes such a difference if you curl it and you don't curl it. And then I just use this Makeup Forever Endless Cacao just to add a little bit of dimension also. So I ended up not getting the Dior scarf, only because a part of me wanted to get it just because I think actually all of my scarves are Maria Grazzi scarves, which she was just named the new creative director for Fendi, which was like actually really exciting, because I've been really getting into Fendi more and more, and I actually did really enjoy her reign at Dior. I think she did a very good job personally. All the silk scarves that I have are all from her collection, so part of me wanted to get the navy one also because it was like her final collection, and like I of course just love the sun in the center and all the phases of the moon. But why I resisted is because there was a corner flower that was like kind of creepy, and then the other part is I have two 90 scarves from Dior in my room that still have the tag. Like I have two with this tag still on, so I was like, if I have two with the tag still on, do I really need to add a third one to that on the tag situation? So I decided not to, especially since Black Friday is coming up. I have gifts to buy, I have things to buy for myself, so I was like, you know what, it's okay. Like imagine taking the price for the 90 scarf, it's what, like $500-600, and putting that towards like a Sephora purchase, or like, I don't know, just anything else. So I decided not to. I'm still wearing my pajamas. I definitely need to change. I haven't decided what I'm gonna do. I might just end this vlog here, or I might just continue vlogging, but this is pretty much what I've been doing. I've been wearing it pretty natural recently. I don't know, it's just way easier for me. But I hope you guys enjoyed this quick little chit chat get ready with me. Very, very casual. Let me know in the comments if you guys have a Calvi Duo, if you guys recommend it, or if you guys see the wear and tear of certain leathers. I don't know. But oh, is it called, no, the Burn Wallet is the one that's like $3,000. Y'all are crazy. Any one of you guys that have paid for the Burn Wallet, I think it's so gorgeous. But like for a card holder slash wallet, I could never. I just could never. As always, if you guys enjoyed today's video, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. It really helps support my channel, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys. 鏡の前ピタッと並ばされて、これが永遠なって勝手に決められて、柔らかい声出せるけれど変